Roblox and Minecraft are notoriously known for their influence on younger children, with most kids having one of these two games as their first. And with the vast majority of players being younger aged individuals, you also get bad actors that pry and manipulate them for their own twisted fantasies. Roblox is widely known as a predator's goldmine for the countless stories of PDF files taking advantage of kids and their overall abuse on the platform. But Minecraft is also known for its creators to use their communities to also manipulate and exploit children, with also weirdos joining Minecraft related Discord servers to take advantage of kids as well. But today we're going to find out who is actually the worst of the two and which gaming community harvests the worst of the worst in terms of PDF files. We're going to do 3 rounds, with the first being regular everyday people, to the second being content creators, and finally the third being admins. I do want to give a disclaimer before we start that this video will contain very harmful subjects related to the manipulation, harassment, and abuse of individuals online, so please view with your own discretion. Also, I would appreciate it if you guys would like or subscribe. It greatly help my channel a lot, so yeah, let's just get to the first villain. Michael Shabbinger, a 36-year-old guy from Germany who started communicating with a 13-year-old British girl back in 2023. He spent months talking to this girl, gaining her trust, and slowly but surely becoming one of her closest friends on the platform. Around a year later, after their first encounter on Roblox, they both arranged a meeting in Heatherset, Norfolk in England. And mind you, the groomer here traveled from Germany all the way to the UK, a whole country over, for someone a third of his age. And on the day the arrangement took place, the girl lied to her mom, saying she was going to walk the dog with her friend, but after walking for more than 5 hours, her mom got concerned and went looking for her herself. Her mother eventually found her in a park with a 36-year-old Michael Shabbinger, who during the talks leading up to the encounter told the victim he was actually 21 years old, which would still be illegal given the fact that she's 13, but I guess he thought it'd be a little better than saying 36. I don't know, common PDF tactics. But when the girl was finally back home and the mother had asked what had happened, she lied and said everything was fine. Until the mother eventually found a secret phone under the girl's bed that was given by Michael himself. She then contacted the police and they found some rather disturbing information, like how there was a picture of the victim and Michael kissing. Eventually the police arrested Michael and further found more incriminating evidence, like the sexualized images and messages of him and the victim, or the conversations of Michael seeking a passport of the young girl so she could flee the country and be with him. When he appeared in court, he admitted to meeting a child for explicit reasons, as well as also admitting that he is in possession of more than 800 photos of cheese pizza, making him one of the more scarier PDF files I have ever seen, but Minecraft may have someone even worse. Jeffrey Hines was at the time in 2020 a 34-year-old man based in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. For at least 5 years, he had played Minecraft on Xbox and PlayStation with younger boys, communicating and interacting with them on a frequent basis. He would disguise his age so they wouldn't know how old he actually was, and got closer to them as the months would pass. He eventually convinced them to livestream explicit images of themselves, and Jeffrey would secretly record them and keep them stored for later use. There were times where the victims would be reluctant or refuse to remove articles of clothing, but Jeffrey would bribe them with gift cards or mine coins to make them do it. Dozens of young boys ranging in age from 8 to 13 years old were allegedly victimized by Jeffrey Hines, and when he was finally caught, he had over 47,000 images and videos of cheese pizza, which I just saw a streamer recently get caught with 1,700, which is complete child's play compared to this guy's 47,000. He was charged with 29 counts of cheese pizza offenses, and if convicted, he can face a maximum possible sentence of life in prison. So for this round, we have the guy who physically met up with a young girl and did physically do something with her, but it was one person, versus the guy who in a span of 5 years harassed many younger people online, had explicit information from the victims, with also having 47k photos and videos of cheese pizza. So let me know in the comments who gets the first round, but now we're going to move to the creators. Continuing with Roblox, we're getting to a guy by the name of Notif, which was a Roblox YouTuber with almost 200,000 subscribers. He was best known for his Roblox animation videos on topics related to stories that would happen in real life, and started his YouTube journey pretty early on in 2015. But the controversy would start within his own community, as Notif was secretly creating explicit adult Roblox content on an online account called Xphosis. This was later caught on by his community, and fans were betrayed that he was making explicit content for his younger audience, especially since Roblox is mostly geared towards kids. However, it unfortunately did not stop there, and later on there were documented sources of him talking to a 15-year-old boy over Discord using an alternate account called Brody. But these were not normal conversations. They consisted of Notif sending the kid corn, and yes, Notif did know and acknowledge that the kid was 15. And although I can't find the conversations because they were archived, there is evidence and countless of videos on this situation that were published around the same time this controversy happened. Notif's channel was eventually deleted in 2025. It's not sure if he deleted it himself or if Roblox took some sort of action in the shadows, but his presence was long gone before any of this. And now moving on to the Minecraft content creator, and this one is pretty bad. Jimbob was probably a creator you knew online, especially since he was with the Skydoes Minecraft crew and would do collaborations from time to time. With around 400,000 subscribers in 2016, he became friends with this at the time 14-year-old girl who would help him create graphics for his YouTube channel and occasionally create voiceovers. But as the victim's parents started to worry about her relationship with Jimbob, they recorded her Skype calls that he would have with him. And what the parents would eventually find was pure filth. They obtained a recording that allegedly had Jimbob asking the girl to strip, also giving her advice on how to touch herself, as well as also acknowledging in the same conversation that he did know that she was underage, which makes it even worse for him. Also in the Skype calls observed, Jimbob and her discussed oral sex and allegedly coerced her into showing her no-no spots on the camera. So I mean, not to jump to conclusions, but this is a very disgusting person. This action right here, of course, was lawfully considered as cheese pizza, and on Jimbob's way to meet the young girl in the Detroit airport, he actually was arrested after the police had gained all the evidence they needed. He was released on June 2nd, 2022, serving around 6 years of federal prison, and now is roaming the streets forever, having his name tied to a disturbing controversy. Out of Notif and Jimbob, I have to say the harsher one is Jin. Notif did send weird videos of explicit content to a 15-year-old, but Jimbob actually made her do the explicit videos, so I'm gonna just have to say Jimbob. So for the creator around here, I'm gonna have to give it to Minecraft. For the first round, I'm still not sure, as I mean, I really don't know which one was worse. I'm still thinking about it. So let's just move on to the admin or developer round. Arnold Castillo of New Jersey was the architect of the game Sonic Eclipse Online. It was a bootleg version of Sonic, but with a multiplayer aspect. He went under a false identity by the name of Jacob Shedlitsky. This was used for his community online. He used dark and edgy humor that made him more appealing to his younger audience. He would make jokes about grape and sex slaves, and jokes about being the old man with kids in his basement, which is not even quirky, it just sounds weird. He even had private chats with some of his community members saying stuff like,
"You're 12, I expect you to be a little slow on the upbringing, but soon I'll corrupt you beyond your wildest dreams."
Or things like,
"Words cannot explain what I want to do with you. You're the reason why I'm gonna end up behind bars."
But one of these victims had it the absolute worst, introducing this 15-year-old girl that he had been communicating with for a while on platforms like Instagram, Roblox, and Discord. He would first buy the young girl's anime artwork via Cash App and then purchase expensive products for her on Amazon, like an artist's glove for a drawing tablet, a tablet stand, and even got her a Wacom Mobile Studio Pro delivered straight to her parents' home in Indiana. Castillo led the girl to believe that he had the ability to connect her to employment opportunities in the online gaming industry and use this leverage to engage in sexually explicit conversations with her. Castillo made the girl believe that her family was the enemy and he was her only love that she should only care about, making her more and more dependent on him. Castillo is from New Jersey and arranged plans to meet with her by calling an Uber all the way from Indiana to New Jersey, where they could finally see each other. And this is exactly what happened. Castillo paid an Uber $500 to travel 700 miles through multiple state lines, and when she arrived, she got manipulated and sexually abused. She was sexually coerced multiple times in a span of the 8 days that she was out missing in Castillo's home. Her family had called law enforcement days before seeing that her daughter had been missing. They probably thought that she had ran to a friend's house nearby, but never expected that she would be 700 miles away across multiple state lines being groomed by an adult. At the time of Castillo's arrest, he had several unopened condoms in his pocket. Castillo admitted to law enforcement agents that he kept the victim in his care, custody, and control in a small room and controlled her movements in and out of the room. Which makes it sound even worse because it's not like she was roaming around or whatever. She was held in a small room for 8 days, which is just disgusting. As of August of 2023, he is to serve 15 years in federal prison and pay $10,000 to the victim in restitution. And now that was really horrifying, but we have to get to the Minecraft admin for a comparison. And we'll be talking about Bradley Cadenhead, or more specifically the 764 network, and this one is pretty weird. Now, I do want to say that Bradley isn't a Minecraft admin for a Minecraft server, but rather a creator of a Discord server that happens to play Minecraft. And now, the reason I couldn't find a Minecraft admin is because there aren't actually Minecraft admins out there with Minecraft dedicated servers that do groom children. It's actually really hard to find. I couldn't find one, and if there was one, it probably was super obscure and there wasn't enough evidence on it. So I mean, if there's one that you guys can think about, I couldn't, so I had to resort to a creator of a Discord server that plays Minecraft. But going back to the 764 network, people in this Discord server would also play other games as well, but Bradley started the server mostly because of his previous group called the CVLT, where he met members on Minecraft that would eventually give him the help to form a Discord server. But this of course was no regular Discord server. Bradley and his constituents would pry on younger children by playing Minecraft with them. Now, what I failed to mention earlier is that Bradley was 15 when he had actually created the server back in 2021 and got a large community of people to pressure vulnerable children to commit violent or degrading actions. Him and his community would bully kids, dox them, tell them to do weird and disturbing things on camera while filming, harassment campaigns, basically the worst things imaginable. One of the young victims that was a part of this community says, "Their main aim is to traumatize you. They want to make you suffer and for you to take your own life. They really are sadistic people." Although not legally an adult, Bradley was arrested at the age of 16 after many users flagged his account, and Discord's moderation systems picking up on the fact that he and his community were sending disturbing content. The local Stephenville, Texas police found and arrested him. He was eventually sentenced to serve 80 years in prison for his actions. Which I know they say once you become an adult, you have the chance to ruin your life, but it's actually once you have access to the internet, because you can be 16 and run a horrible Discord server that just ruins everyone's lives, and you could be sentenced for 80 years, which is just, it's crazy. Well, these were some very bad people, especially that last one. That last one was terrible. For the third round, I might have to give it to Castillo. I mean, there's a difference between harassment campaigns online and just being a weirdo online, but once you actually bring someone to your house, that is just a completely different story. Now, what Bradley and his community did were absolutely horrible, and you know, these harassment campaigns and just basically everything they did was just straight up demonic. I think the fact that Castillo brought it to a physical level, it just makes it way worse. And for the first round, where I still haven't decided my winner, I might have to go with Jeffrey Hines, or the Minecraft guy, because he was just terrible. He messed with multiple children and told multiple of them to do weird stuff on camera while recording, so I'm gonna have to give it to the Minecraft guy for the first round. So if we're counting the winner of each round, the first went to Minecraft, the second also went to Minecraft, and the third went to Roblox. So for this video, I guess Minecraft is the winner, but I mean, I still think that Roblox is worse in terms of just general, because Roblox admins have always been historically worse when it comes to just manipulating children. Also, Roblox just makes it so much easier for, I guess, everyday people to manipulate children as well. But you guys, please let me know in the comments who you think out of the two are worse. Which two games just have the worst people? The way I look at it is, Roblox I think just has more predators on their platform, but Minecraft, the predators on there are just way harder and more fiercer, and they just do the most extra stuff possible. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I might have more videos related to creepy, weird stuff like this, so please give them a try if you want, and drink more water. Ciao.